Hey, it's me, Unapologetically T, and I just got finished. I actually have another YouTube channel. Yeah, I be working. I actually have another YouTube channel, so I just finished doing a video for that. If you are into spirituality, I started a YouTube channel where I teach people some of the stuff that I already know, and I do not go into great detail because one day I do want to charge for these services, but I do go into light detail explaining basic, um, popular things that's in spirituality that some people would like to learn. Mostly things that I was interested in learning and just found it like just like I do these videos about some of life experiences that I found hard to have other people to talk to because I couldn't find information. I definitely have been trying to create content for people who are trying to dip their toes into things. But it's just so overwhelming and you don't know where to start. So right now I have started that. If you are interested in it in that channel, I can definitely put it in the comments for you. But I wanted to come and do a video today. Look, I look so pretty, y'all. And I look, I have came a long way to be able to look at myself and smile and be like, I look so pretty. Like, and I'm just looking basic as hell. Like that just made me feel good. Like I ain't did nothing much today. I did moisturize these lips, but that's about it. And but I wanted to do a video today. Um for real, I wanted to do videos today all day. Today was a day though. Like, so this might turn into a tease, inner thoughts, but like today was Charlotte's first day of school. She's in another school. Like she's had, poor baby has had so many transitions. Um, when when we were living in Churchill, I was homeschooling her when the pandemic happened, and then I did that for like 2 years, and I actually had so many insecurities about it. Like I was a licensed teacher at the time, and like I still had insecurities about teaching my own child, even though I had taught her since she had came out of the womb. But it kind of felt different because like I guess it was more of this pressure, like, is she gonna pass her SLs and I'm the one teaching her? So we did that for a while. The girl never missed a beat. When I had to transition her back into school, I had started a new job, and I was also planning my great escape to leave. So and that's not why I started the new job. It's just that things, baby, like when I tell you things were aligning for me, like I believe in God, like I've always have, but like God was aligning everything for me. And it was just things were falling into place. So I got the new job, and I was still living with Dante, and then like things that got like it started, it just was revving up, and we had to put her into the school that was in our district because when she was going to elementary school, she was still able to go to the elementary school she went to since she was in pre-K. She did do pre-K somewhere else too, but she did pre-K twice. And she had stayed at that school, and then even once we moved from Southside to Churchill, she stayed at that school until the pandemic hit. And then the pandemic hit, and she did homeschooling. She loved homeschooling, didn't want to return back to school, but I knew I wouldn't be able to homeschool her by me not working at home anymore and me working in person. Ma'am, what's wrong? And so she had to go to public school again, and she did not like it. She liked the drama, but she did not like the education wise. She didn't like it. um but then I actually ended up leaving Dante, and we moved to Henrico. So unfortunately, Richmond, I hate to say this, but she was being provided a better education. I do like y'all elementary schools, but y'all gotta do something with the middle school and high school. Not saying that all y'all schools are not worthy. I got my education from there. Well, I had complaints about that too. So I'm gonna just shut up, and I'm gonna just say that she loved and I loved the education she received when we moved to Henrico. And yeah, so that was still a transition though, because most of the kids that were going to that school, they had already knew each other. So she was coming into 6th grade not really knowing everybody, and so now we're at another transition after she had just got acclimated and adjusted. And it was like it's been like, you know, the movies when you watch like the white kids move and they get to tell their parents like, you've ruined my life. And she been doing me like that. And see, my black ass grew up where I could not say shit like that. Like when I had to move and I had to go to a new school, like I had to suck that shit in down deep and meet these new fucking monsters. Like, and just, you know, adapt and move along. So with her though, like I just let her get it out. Like, I understand this is a transition. Long as she's respectful when she getting it out, like, I don't care. But she's definitely let me know, like, I've ruined her life for her. But today, I think we all was excited. Me and my mom couldn't even sleep. And, you know, we watched her get on the bus. Like, she a little kid, but she our little kid. And, yeah, so it was pretty cool. And, yeah, so today was a day I was happy. I was also happy that I get to have, you know, I get the best of both worlds now, because like when she went to camp, I was sad that she was gone. Like I was talking that shit in another video, like, oh, my child gone. When she went to camp, I was sad she was gone, because it was like all day. But like it's like the perfect amount of break that I need. Like I get to have morning to, you know, afternoon to myself to do what I need to do. I'm still kind of a night owl, so I typically like to work or study at night. But I still like that I do get to have said space to myself. And since we are sharing a room, I told her like we need to start having like, well, at least we can give like each other 2 hours of space to ourselves. Because like I'm feeling suffocated. But I have digressed. So yeah, I had that going on today, and I felt really, really excited for her. Prayed for her, you know, God protect and cover my child every time she leaves this house. But I felt excited for her. She came back. She was tired. She's spoiled, so she has always had packed lunch. The only time she don't pack lunch is if I say I'm tired and I don't want to do it, and she chooses that she tired, she don't want to do it, or it's a punishment because food was costing. So like if you couldn't act right, your ass was not gonna get this little packed lunch. But yeah, so I think that's a difference. She did not pack lunch today, and she said she was hungry, and I was like, bruh, you could have found something in there. But she's spoiled, so when it comes to that department, it's like she wants mommy to do it. But I'm happy we have Nana to do it, because mommy won't do that shit. I'm tired. Like, I'm cleaning up behind you. I am doing every other thing, so leave me the fuck alone. You're old enough now. Like, you're more than old enough. Like, you need to do it. Find somebody else to do it, because I don't want to do it. And so that dynamic has been working out. I feel like we have been adjusting to our new home, and that was really rough at first. I can't lie to you. Baby, I wanted to stay in the car in a fucking heat wave than to come here. Yeah, I did, and I'm happy that I listened to my daughter, and I felt like my ancestors and my spirit guides were telling me like, bitch, you do not need it. You do not need it hard again. You do not need it at level 0 again. Like, just go. work out what you need to work out, and get back on your feet. And even though I listened and came here, I still is not okay emotionally. Like physically, even throughout my childhood, like physically, my mom was a protector and my needs was met. Emotionally, that's what she felt. And I think now, I guess what I was envisioning is me being a child and being back with my mom. Like, so when I was thinking about coming back home, it wasn't necessarily about like, oh, I can't abide by our rules. Like, typically me and my mom, we can live and cohabitate together as far as rules. Like, cause I'm like, I don't really rock boats. I definitely go with the flow of things, and her rules aren't that harsh, like so I can't give her that. However, I was afraid of, as hell, of verbal and emotional abuse. And we did have explosive. It was like an eruption of years of hurt and pain. We did have like a argument, and after we had it, I felt horrible far as the way I went about it with my mouth. However, I do know, like, when I get to certain points, it's like you didn't let Pandora, you didn't open up Pandora's box. So I definitely realized that I don't have to rely on her to protect me, or I do not have to tolerate emotional or verbal abuse anymore. We were able to apologize. I really don't know what her apology meant. I actually explained my apology, why I was apologizing. Her apology just was, I apologize for basically, like, I apologize for hurting your feelings type shit. I actually apologize for where I went wrong. But moving along, a boundary. We set boundaries for each other, and with her, it's just like she don't want certain conversations she don't want to have, and for me, it's certain conversations I don't want to have, and it's certain people I don't want you to bring up. Like, and so yeah, and it's the level of respect that we both have for each other, I feel, and just agreeing to disagree and let bygones be bygones. I think I've made it pretty clear when I started these videos that, like, my mom is my mom, even though I hate saying that, because I do not agree with family members being your family members. I do feel like you do have the right to, and I thank white people. I thank y'all for letting me know I can cut them off. Yeah, but I do think you do have a right to say who you're gonna deal with and who you're not gonna deal with, and that we're not gonna put up with abuse in the name of family. So I do not like typically saying, like, oh, my mom is my mom. However, in my case, I watched her do things wrong, and I watched her do a lot of things right. So I have to even thank her for who I am today. So it's alive. And yeah, so we have worked past a lot of the hurt and pain and resentment, and I think it was not more on the sense of we worked past it, like she validated my feelings. I realized, like, she's never gonna validate my fucking feelings. She could give a fuck about those feelings. But I finally realized, like, I can validate my own feelings and stand in my own truth, and be okay with that. Like, at the end of the day, God gonna judge us. So, yeah, just being okay with my truth and living with that, and not being brainwashed or gaslit or manipulated and out of it. So we have been doing great ever since. We have been getting the house straightened out. I love it. as you can see, like that beach thing, I love her little theme. She's definitely like it's weird because my mom, when we were growing up, like she always kept a nice house. I do think like when she overcame her addiction, she traded it in for things. But and you know, over time it gets worse and worse, but like she definitely is at the point in hoarding where it's actually things she can use, but it's just like, man, where is it gonna go? Where is it gonna go? But we've been organizing. She does have like multiple fucking sheds. Like she got 3 sheds, y'all. 3. So we've been organizing, and I gotta get one of the sheds organized so we can do some more organizing and put stuff away. I've been working hard. I wouldn't say working hard because it's been feeling. I've been working, but it don't feel like how I used to work hard like that. I've been working, and it's been going. I did. I don't have transportation right now, because my car clunked out. It's the alternator. It killed my battery. We broke down. Did I tell this story already? I don't know. But anyway, usually I lose my shit when the car breaks down. This is how I know I'm growing. Like, I know I'm growing because my car having a malfunction usually causes me to have a malfunction. So, like, any anger, any store frustration is going to come out when that car breaks down. But it was like I ain't had none. And it was like I basically felt like, oh, the car is broken down. God just want me to sit out the month of August and be financially challenged right now. So, you know, like I was just like, okay, you just want me to sit it down, okay? I'll sit it down. And I'm still studying, studying Reiki. And I have this other class that I gotta take at the end of the month. Yeah, I've just been doing a couple of things. Once I get my certification for the Reiki, I'm going to launch my website. I probably will start out doing distant Reiki, and practicing on family members and friends before I actually charge people for like physical Reiki sessions. So yeah, things are moving along for me. I'm so grateful. When I say I'm so grateful, like my gratitude is a way of life. Like this has become my everyday thing. Like I probably do gratitudes. You know, and everything started going on. I was just doing gratitudes like intentionally in the morning, and then like eventually it started to be gratitude throughout the day. When I say gratitude is life changing and life altering, if you could just have the ability to take something that you look at as bad and turn that shit around to something good, and be thankful for what you really already have going good, you'll be okay. I started out where I would literally write down 3 things that I was thankful for. On the days, like if you're going through something, if you identify it as depression, dark times, whatever, like if you're going through something, it sounds so cliche, and it can also sound hard. Like I don't know what I'm thankful for. Like I was in that space one time. Like I would fight to find things, and I'd just be like, I'm grateful for my daughter. Like those things that like you could just regularly go to and pinpoint. That's what you do. You don't frustrate yourself trying to make yourself find things that you're grateful for. If you're grateful for the water that you just drank, you can say that. Like if you're grateful that the electricity was on and you got to watch your favorite TV show or Netflix, or you got to be on your phone for that day, like you can write that down and be thankful to God that you were able to do that. So with me, it has been days where I could literally just be like, you know, I'm grateful for my daughter, I'm grateful for Sassy, I'm grateful for the birds outside. Like that was one of my biggest ones, like just hearing the birds, and that still is one. And I love being out in the country because you could just hear the birds. I get to hear the roosters, I get to hear crows, all kind of birds. Like it's so many different birds. I do miss my cardinal I used to see in the city. Like that cardinal used to love me. I mean, I would come outside, the cardinal would be on my car. Like, I used to love seeing the cardinal in the neighborhood I lived in. It was just like, I knew I was alright when I saw that cardinal. And, so, yeah, like, just being grateful, grateful can be such a mood booster. And then you get to a point where you don't even literally have to write it down. You still can write it down, but like I find myself being grateful all day. Like some can be going good, I'm grateful. Some can be going bad, and it's like, well, I'm grateful that, you know, this is going good. So gratitude is important. Practice it. If you ain't practicing and implementing in your life, you know how you always calling on God, asking Him for something. Just thank Him for what you do have sometimes. Like it, I mean, I do it all the time because I'm grateful. Like it is so many things. I was just watching a YouTube video on people who suffer with FN1, which is like a I think they have like tumors or something. And this particular person had it in their face. I think the little boy name was Amari, and he was such a beautiful, I mean, beautiful spirited boy. And it just had me feeling grateful. And it's not even in the sense of that other people have, you know, different disorder than me, because I'm starting to realize like we're all beautiful the way we are, period, point blank. I don't care what society norms are. We are beautiful inside and out if you are being a good person. But all these beauty standards got y'all messed up. So I was just grateful though, like that I am who I am, and I don't have to worry about the things, like, because he was going, so this wasn't just cosmetic issues. Like he literally was losing visibility in his eyes due to the tumors and the growths. So however, his family had started GoFundMe and was able to raise money for them, and it was a godsend. Like it was beautiful. I was so happy because like I saw the video on YouTube and then went and found more information and realized like they really looked out for the family. So I was so happy to see that. But just being thankful and grateful for things. Remind me of that J. Cole song, My Life. No, Love Yours. I'm sorry. It's Love Yours. Like, you just gotta love your life no matter what the fuck it is. Like, love your life. But yeah, I do want to do another video though. So this is gonna be T's Inner Thoughts. I don't really have a whole bunch of updates for y'all, but you know, like sometimes I like to do these little videos where I catch y'all up. And currently I am just embracing softness in my life. I feel like softness is here. I feel like emotionally I feel way more regulated than I was when I was doing everything by myself. It feels good to have help. It feels good to have inner strength and control over my life and myself. And I'm so grateful for the new beginning and the new start, and I can't wait because I'm learning patience, and I never thought I would learn that. Like, and it's been a rough ride trying to learn it, but like, I have no control over nothing, and the things that I do have control over, you know, just learning how to be in control of that. So the things that I don't have control over, like, take a chill pill, meditate, pray, do that thing you wanted to do. Like, and that's another thing, like, I will say, like, if you've been thinking about doing something, like, but you've been scared or you've been doubting yourself, You've been wondering what other people gonna think. Fuck them people. Do what you have been thinking about. Just do it. Like, do it scared. Um, just do it. If you did decide to do that thing and it is not taking off like you thought it would, it's coming. Just keep focusing on doing that thing. And I feel like that's just has been natural for me. And at first it wasn't, because like I was so used to living in survival mode and living in this scarcity mindset that I couldn't. But I feel like once you start to change your mindset, you don't have to have the millions of dollars. You don't have to have the best house. You do not have to have the best car, the best clothes, the best job. You don't have to have any of those things to stop living in survival mode. Yes, it will help, because this economy is so messed up and trash right now, if we did have some of those things. However, if you don't get your mind together, when you get those things, mentally you still the same. So you still living in a scarcity mindset. You still gonna be operating off survival mode. So I thank God that I've been given the space and time to just emotionally regulate and not have such a survival mind state, but have more of this. I feel like I'm thriving. I'm doing the things that I never, had the guts to do, but always wanted to do. Even though I did not envision myself making these videos, it has become a part of my life. And I'm still grieving my partner, who was such a big part of my life, and I've been transparent about there were very ugly, rough times in our relationship. However, I want to honor the person that I loved, and that the reason I stayed for so long. I want to honor that person that I loved. Whether it was a peekaboo effect or not, I want to honor the peak. Or what would it be? The peak or the boo? Like, whichever one was nice, I want to honor that one. And that's another thing. Like, it is, I can feel fall in the air. So like when I go and walk Sassy late at night, like I feel fall in the air. And I think about him a lot. So it was our favorite time of the year, like fall and winter. We dealt and tolerated with summer, and I like summer more than he did, because I like water, and in summer that means I can get in water. However, fall and winter are our times of year. I do like the sun, but it be too hot because of global warming. Can I say that on YouTube? Do people still think that don't exist? Well, it does. That's another message from God. Watch the weather patterns. Things were definitely not the same when I was growing up, but yeah. So I got stuff that I'm working on. I do want to get back into my arts and crafts. I have not done anything super artsy besides learning how to draw these Reiki symbols, which I've gotten down pat, but and also doing zodiac symbols. I be drawing those sometimes too, but I haven't had like art sessions where I'm just producing stuff that's coming to me. So I want to do that too. Also probably get back to my writing, but I do got a lot of things I'm working on, and I'm happy, as you can see in this video. I'm not wearing a mask anymore. Like I do, if I'm mad and I do a video, I just let y'all know I'm pissed off. And if in a good mood, I'm in a good mood. If I'm sad. Like, but I'm just not wearing a mask anymore. If you see me do videos, and I'm still working on my code switching, but I just think that's a part of my identity now. Shit, I've been doing it for 33 years, so like I bounce back and forth. However, when it comes to like my dress, the first thing I'm gonna do when I start making money, Nigga, I'm getting me a set of grills. I already had a set, but I don't know. Dante probably melted that shit down when I left because I couldn't find it. So, yeah, I gotta get me a new set, and I already know who I want to do it. I wanted somebody from my hometown to do it, that I grew up with. And that'll segue me into my next video. So if you watched Teas and the Thoughts, go check out my next video, which is the ghetto. We're gonna talk about the ghetto. All right, so I'll see y'all over there.